What was the deal of last week? So please bring it for next week at least. Okay. Repeat after me. Yogasthah kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. This is what is called samatva yoga, yoga of balance in life. So we tried to explain what yoga meant and what samatva meant last time. Now its practical application. The earlier three parts of this shloka, try explaining that. Yogasthaha kuru karmani. When you jump into an action, try getting into the action with a composed mindset, not with an agitated mindset. It's very important. Usually what happens when there is an experience, and let me tell you that these experiences that unfold in our life, they are merciless. They don't wait for an opportunity given to you, but they just knock in. They just rain these experiences. As these experiences unfold, we have 2 or 3 ways to handle it. 1. React. 2, reject. And the 3rd, respond. 3 R's to remember. What are they? React, reject, respond. So what do we do? 90% of us, as a human psychology, we tend to reject the experience. Understand, we do not have a choice to reject. It is my experience, cannot be experienced as a proxy by XYZ, and only I am responsible for experiencing it. I may try smarting it out and saying that I have rejected it, but the law of karma is very powerful. If not today, tomorrow. If not this life, next life. It shall haunt you. You cannot escape any situation. You don't have that as a choice, period. I am not talking here of choices. I am talking here about experiences. We usually get confused between our choices that we have to face the experiences versus the experience itself. The ball is coming at you, you have the bat. You know the example that the kids learnt, art of right contact. Our kids in 12th grade. The ball has been hurled at you. After it has been released from the bowler's hand, you cannot say, "Hum bachpan mein kaha gaye? Time please." No. "Oh, I don't like this ball." You don't have a choice. Experiences are like the arrow which is shot from the bow. Once released, cannot be retrieved back. So what do? first understand psychologically, get that clarity deep within. Rejecting a situation is not an option. But I tell you, life has a lot of chemistry in it. Till a certain age, our chemicals tend to force us, the boiling blood variety, tend to force us to reject the situation. I don't care. It's only after a matured experience, when the horse is broken, that they tend to understand, however, there is nothing that we can do to reject in life with regards to experience. The choices you have plenty, in that you can choose and reject many, but the experience as such, you do not have the capacity to reject them. But 90% of us, as soon as an experience unfolds, we tend to reject. Don't we do that? But understand, it is not a solution. Now, those of them who have matured to understand that rejection is not an option. So, what do? They are the ones who react. Why? मेरा फूटा किस्मत, my bad luck, I have to face this every day. No, I am not talking of this congregation, I am just giving an example. With every experience, and 80-90% of our life is pretty much the same experiences on a repeat mode. Same bed, same alarm, same waking up. No comments. Actually, I will talk about myself, no spouse. Okay, same spouse, same children, same breakfast, same route, same car, same office, same cubicle. It doesn't change. 90% of our life is on a repeat mode. And what do we do with this constant repeat mode? We allow it to get to us. You pick the ball and call your shots, or allow the ball to pick you. What do? We allow the ball to pick us. And it's a very nasty thing to happen. Because once you lose that balance with the first stroke, to bring that balance back and keep that focus. I don't know where I was giving this example, but the example was, have you ever gone to this basketball games? Whatever are their personal life, it's different thing, but when they are on court, the amount of focus they need. There are like 40-50,000 people watching. And are they watching like in tennis? Silence please. And everybody becomes quite gentleman game. And then watch. No. It's that everybody has a clapper, clipper, some kind of noise making instrument. And defense, everybody is screaming. If they are not screaming, there is enough PA system which pumps up that sound and ambience that you start screaming. And when they are taking that 3-pointer shoot, a kind of sound that people make. And there are people who make sure that they go in troops just to act as distractors for the opposite team. In spite of all that, when they do it, it seems so easy, unless it is shack. I think in all games that I have watched, 3-pointers are not his forte. He is a bulldozer. He can stand there and protect the turf. Otherwise, 3-pointer seems like a piece of cake for them. So I don't know, one day I came without any distractions, after everybody leaves, the court is all for myself, the basketball court. So I picked up the basketball court, I went for a game and came back, I was enthused. जाता ही नहीं है. I keep trying, it hits the rim. Okay, at least this much improvement. Now it is not like a ball in the air, but it hits the rim constantly. And if I increase the little height in it, give it a little elevation, it hits the board and goes somewhere else. Imagine the focus with which they play the game. And something ruffles their focus there. Do you know, to get back on track, to gain that focus back, for all this to happen, you know how much amount of practice that they do? What is our amount of practice? Life comes, day comes, night comes, everything goes by. Do we even focus on this practice session? Have you ever focused to practice that bringing back into focus? So when we come into an act, when we come into an experience, experience has its own speed, experience has its own rapidity of experiences to smack at us. And how are we? Without any preparation, without any experience of that constant practice. And right in the morning, one experience messes it up all. And we carry it forward from one experience to the other. And we blame others. I've heard this, the American way of saying, thanks, now you ruined it for me. You are welcome, but I am not responsible for you to ruin your life. Yes, there will be such experiences. Allowing it to ruin our life, our day, our mornings is our choice. And with that imbalance, when we go out, constantly one after the other experiences as they unfold, we are only reacting. Constantly reacting. So the first thing that we have to understand, rejection is not an option. Second, practice well enough that you start your experiences with a balanced, composed mindset. Don't react. Then what should we do? Respond. I understand there is 10% of variables in life which you don't know. At least start practicing with the 90% which is common. Yes, it is the same house, same bed, same spouse, same family, same children, same homework, same breakfast. Been doing that for years. At least some perfection in that. Yes, we have achieved perfection. Perfectly imperfect. Yogasthaha kuru karmani. Start your every act of response to any experience with a balanced outlook.